I'm Russell Taylor, and this is my host and guest of the day, Eric Roberson.
I'm Eric Roberson. Welcome to the stage, my man.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm even better with you sitting in front of me, man.
Hey, man,
I appreciate it.
I'm proud of you, man. This is, man, you're doing your thing, man.
A little something.
Yeah, listen.
We here to talk about you, though. 18 projects later, Grammy nominated.
Yeah. All that don't matter because I just got my own camera. That's really the accomplishment.
We try. Shout out Mike Williams on the camera. Shout out Manny on the camera. My man. Please talk to me, man. Talk to me about this journey. 18 records. 18. The king of indie R&B soul.
Wow. I mean, I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed to, one, still feel good about doing it. I've been blessed to wake up still hearing ideas. You already know, man, we've had many conversations about just vocal cord health. So I had vocal cord surgery and I feel a lot stronger. I remember being in this building some years ago doing, a Sirius Xm showcase, and I was just destroyed, just trying to get through the songs, and it was tough, man. So I thank God for the missteps, for the setbacks, for everything that led me to where I am today. Because today I'm healthy. Kids are here. Yeah. Wife's on the good side, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's good, man. And my brothers are winning.
My man.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's great, man. 18 albums. I didn't even know till Raphael told me it was this my 18th album. I didn't even know because I try not to keep track of stuff like that. I just try to work.
You just churn them out.
Yeah, just work,
Eric, the importance of talking about at least the genesis of our friendship and professional relationship is you are the reason why I continued on in music. You actually gave me permission to be brave to do it independently.
Wow.
And all around the world, wherever I am, if I'm interviewing for my stuff, I always shout you out where I can, because it's important to give honor to people that support. And everybody that talks about you says how supportive you are. So I would say that's a testimony as well to your 18 projects later.
I appreciate it.
To this new records and touring and everything, man.
I think the goal is always to just challenge us to hold ourselves accountable in our steps, right? Because it wasn't that I navigated something, you wanted to do something, right? So I just really held you accountable to the steps that you were planning to take, you know what I mean? And in hopes that it would hold me accountable as well, I
have to say this is a good teach and learning moment as well. You are absolutely right. You did hold me accountable. We talked. I told you about the music. I played you the music. You were like, okay, this is my suggestion. You should try this. I learned some things on my own, of course, and tried some things on my own. But once I released the record, I called you and said, yo, I'm releasing. And you said, okay, welcome to the winner's circle. Now I can help you.
Yeah.
I think it was that moment of like that you have to do most of this on your own. And when you are committed enough to it, then somebody can come in and help you along. And I think that is important to share with anybody that is listening, is that there is something that is special to you, that is crucial for you to complete. People can't do the work for you. You got to do the work.
No. I always say the only way you can get to the rainbow is through the mud. Hey. So I can't show you till you step in.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
A good
And
one.
I'm advising you from the mud, right? I'm like, it's like let's do it. Let's go through the steps. And also there's no right or wrong way to make this thing work, right? So we can't take the Jill Scott structure or the Shaka Khan structure and think that we can just follow that path. You have to navigate your own path, So, but you already know that we have tons of friends who are sitting on their hands. God bless them, and are making, in my opinion, more incredible art than I'm ever even getting close to making. But it's something about that releasing it, and that allowing it to be judged, allowing it to not win, allowing things to fear, man. Fear and doubt, man, is really a tough thing to battle with. And I try to fight that as much as possible, man. I often talk about, if you ever want to just notice faith and purpose, just look out the window, right? The squirrels know what they're supposed to be doing. The trees know when to shed, and the flowers know when to bloom, the birds know when to go. But yet we have so many options. We're so intricate that you'll literally be nudged like, this is what you're supposed to do, and you'll be like, no. No,
doesn't look right, don't feel right.
I ain't gonna do it. It's like everything is,
but it really is there for you.
It's really there for you, like what you're supposed to do. Now, mind you, it doesn't mean it's gonna be a cakewalk. Don't mean it's gonna be easy. But this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is where you're supposed to go. And because we're so complex and doubt and everything, we'll question the very. I mean, it literally. No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not going there. And it's like, so I'm like, no, like. Trust it, man. Just look out the window. Everybody else trusting it.
That's a
Everything
word.
around us is trusting it, but us. So
That's
like,
a word.
Step into the uncertainty, man, and figure it out.
That's a word.
Could you imagine? I know I'm going crazy.
Go.
Could you imagine the first bird that went south? The
Oh,
first
yeah.
bird was like, it's getting a little cold. I'm going this way, and everybody's like, why are you going down the south? Like,
Bingo.
and now all of them go like, that bird don't get no credit.
That's the thing, right?
But somehow it became right.
Wait, I love the black part. I love the especially black part. That bird don't get no credit.
That bird don't get no credit. Nobody know the bird name. No,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at some point, a bird was like,
This ain't right.
this
It's time
ain't
to
right.
go.
I'm going over here, and probably got ridiculed and questioned, and you know what I'm saying. But then eventually somebody was like, I think that bird was right. I'm going too. And now it's the norm that they go, right?
I got a question for you. Where you've always been full of such good wisdom, brother. Really, really, really good. Where do you get it from?
My parents, my grandfather passed many years ago, but he had, he lived in a very small home and had a little front room. And that front room had the most amazing conversations. And what I will tell you is that when we'll have conversations, he'll be talking and then he'll go, ugh. And that's the moment when it hit him, right? And mind you, it wasn't that he had it already, he invented, he found it. Mm-hmm. So I know that's where my songwriting comes from, because we walk in the studio, it's completely empty, and then we're sitting there trying to figure out, okay. You know what I mean? I just try to hold on to it. I just try to live it. I try to pass it on. I try to share it. But I by no means am I like, I'm just sitting around and coming up with, I find it just as much as anybody else finds it. And then I try to share it as fast as I share. But I think that just being observant to the things around us, wow, I think really comes from that. I remember my grandfather having those moments. He never wrote songs. He was a pastor, so he wrote sermons. So, but wow.
Learning how to see the world and then kind of extract the meaning out, like
everything. When I stop at a red light, it's a collaboration. Everything's a collaboration. So when I stop at a red light, and I mind you, now think of it this way, I'm trying to get somewhere, so the red light is like, but if you ask, like, why did God put this red light in front of me? Okay, look around. And now, sure enough, here's this old, like, elderly couple been together 60 years, and he holding her hand, and the other hand, he got a cane, and I'm watching him cross the street, and I go, thank you, God, that's why the red light was here, because I'm supposed to see that. Whether I'm supposed to write a song about it, whether it's supposed to strengthen my relationship with my wife, whatever it's supposed to be, why did I stop here for? And I think a lot of times we look at the fact that, man, when you wake up and put your feet on the ground, you collaborate with the floor. You already went into that. You woke up already. You know what I mean? So it's like everything is a collaboration. So for me, as a songwriter, everything is a song. So I'm looking at everything like, what's the next layer?
That's major.
And then it helps me at times. You know what I mean? So sure, if there's not a layer there that maybe I haven't stared long enough or whatever, I haven't studied it. But more times than not, that's where it comes from. The conversations, the quiet time. It's important that I learned. So I always, process is like my favorite word, right? Like processing something, like being in the process of it, being in the moment. But it's also dope that after we talk, I process it. Right? Man, you said something that was really impactful, man. You said, I gave you permission. What is permission? How did I give him, like, so then processing it so that it can really, like, I can do the homework on it, right? That's how you really start walking with those things. It's like that you allow it to become part of your DNA, part of your fabric.
Collaborating with life, collaborating with the floor, collaborating with the stoplight. What's important to me now that I'm at this big age, what's important to me is understanding where our perspectives of world come from, because we become more intentional as creators.
Yeah.
We are our span, what we are creating, but you're not just in one medium. We're going to get to that in a minute for you. And as we expand our creative practice into all these different spaces, it's important to learn from people that have mastered one area or are in the process of mastering. Where do you get your inspiration from? I've had the great pleasure of getting to know your family as well. And I know how collaborative, your word collaborative, this music thing is for your life, for you, for your family, for your parents. You draw from your grandfather. I think distilling it down to this idea of collaborating with the floor, with the light, with the bird, with the sky, with the weather. That's a really beautiful, like, philosophical thing, bro.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I have no idea what, you already know, I'll write a song, I have no idea whether it's a hit or not. The world tells me if it's a hit, right? So I never know what's right or what's wrong.
You just know it's the truth.
I just know it's true. So let me find out, right? And that's in everything. We no matter how wise I am, I know nothing, right? So at any day, and my kids will tell you, if they walk into the studio, they might show me something, right? So it's like stay open to like whatever those things are, because I honestly don't know what it really is. I've ran into success. I've stumbled across success, right? Because I've tried, because I completed what I was going after. And then, oh, that didn't work. Okay, I lick my bruises and keep going. And then, oh, that worked. Wow, now we got to tour and sing that for the rest of our lives. And I think life is that way too, man. You know, I think everything why judge it? Why judge what's being provided to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, really think about air. What we breathe was already here before we ever got here. It was already prepared for us, right? So like, why question it? And I think really that, like, why I'm at a point now, really, where I like every step now is for that. You know, my son Max on this new album played bass on a song.
Oh,
mind you, not a musician, just a kid that came in the room and wanted to play. Now, mind you, all my kids at some point have played on songs or came in and said, hey, I want to play on the keyboard, whatever. I was in the middle of working. Now, I'm not going to say I'm the perfect dad. Every time they walk in, I'm like, well, just come in and just destroy the session. But in that moment, I was like, all right, come on, what you want to do? Let's go. I'm rocking at the time. I was like, all right, if you want to do it, let's click it. I want you to play this. And then he played it, and now it's on the, like, he played it so well, it's on the album. Like, it's on the album, as he got a credit. What I'm saying is, like, just be open to whatever shows up, use it as part of the art.
Collaborate with life, and if you are a creator, then that comes to your art. That's
comes
beautiful.
To your art. Yeah.
You mentioned your new record.
Beautifully all over the place. Yes.
All right, say it real slow for me.
Beautifully all over the place.
That's a rich title, brother. Where'd you get it from? Tell me. Like, tell the people.
I mean, it's probably a title that in our craziness, I mean, you know, there's times we'll make a house song, next day I make a rock song. So I've kind of always been that way. But I will tell you, in all transparency, my dad got sick about 2 years ago. And it put me in this really weird place, because everything I'm talking about is like how I live, right? So here I am where I'm struggling to keep that together, but yet I'm finding probably the highest level of joy in my life, right? So here's this struggle where I was telling everybody I'm fragile, but I'm present. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this album, I cried through the album, I laughed through the album, right? My dad was with me, my mom was with me. We're celebrating through the album. My kids are there, but at certain points where I had to write a song just to get me through that hour. You know what I mean? There's times where we forget that, like, it's really an act of service. And the first person in service is me. There's times where, dude, I'll tell you, when I walked in that studio, as fragile as I could be, the day has been heavy, you know, and there's a song on the album called Do Something. And it's interesting. It's only on the record because it means so much to me. I think it may do something, whatever, but I remember the day like it was yesterday. I went in that studio and I was either going to destroy the studio or play every instrument. I was going to destroy the guitar or play it. I was going to destroy the keyboard or play. That's how.
Right. That's all right, brother. I'm with you.
And I decided to play it. You know what I mean? And I played this, like, and the frustration and the hurt showed up in an energy, like a funk, right? And the clouds started parting and the sun started coming through the storm, and that became a lot of. I mean, I made over 100 songs over the last 2 years, and 10 of them on this record. You know what I mean? It's like, because after the day, I would go there to, like, just pour everything into it. You know what I mean? And it was a beautiful experience. Like I said, I mean, I think I've been really blessed, really fortunate. Everything's working, but there's always challenges, and you gotta somehow find, because as much as I'm sitting here and say, look out the window and find faith, guess what, man? Some things I can't explain. Some things are unexplainable. Some things are tough. Some days are tough. Some seasons are rough, but also at the same time, seasons are needed, right? So that was the season I needed to get through. My dad's doing better, getting better by the day, so I thank God for that. But this album really is a testament that when I listen to the record, I realize these songs got me through something. The fellowship between the staff and the musicians and the co-producers and the engineers got me through something. Because I was walking in there as fragile as I couldn't even hide it. You know what I'm saying?
There are two things. Of course, I want to talk about the record, but there's one thing that you touched on that is one of my paths right now. It's called the Vulnerability Project, Superman. It's a song that I did with our friend Layla Hathaway. She was a special guest. And it's basically about some of my struggles with being, as a man, as a black man, with I could be Superman, but I don't know how. And the Vulnerability Project is about men exploring the spaces of vulnerability and emotionality, which particularly black men, which are spaces that we don't often get to occupy comfortably.
Right.
So when you were just speaking about going into the studio, knowing what your output is, knowing your intention, I could go in the studio and I could either destroy the guitar because I'm that like upside down, or I can play it and it can help me communicate. I think that the more that we talk about this stuff, the more that you do those records, the more that we show that we are human on and off the stage, the more that we liberate people, the more that we using your word, the more we collaborate with people. That is important. I see you on that, brother. I see you and I feel you. You're right there. I just wanted to share that. And then, you know, somewhere down the line, we tap you for this Vulnerability Project. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than the things. It's about healing. So. And
Superman goes to so many different levels because there's so many of us, and I will tell you that it's like, man, I'm wrapping this cape around me because I can't let anyone see what's underneath it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say anything because I don't want to show you how fragile I am under this facade I'm holding up. You know what I mean? Go. And really, like you said, when it goes back, man, that word permission is so amazing. It seems so authoritative, but it's like, no, I give you permission to show yourself, man.
You can show yourself. You can do it
by being an example. Let's be fragile together so that we can get to a better place.
Permission to fail. Permission to try. Permission to permit. I see you as all good. You can do it. You can do it. I did it. You can do it. You know?
Yeah.
Tell me about this record. Let's go back to this record. This record, you have your first single that's on the train now, taking out the building. Tell me about it.
Where You Gonna Go is Where You Gonna Go is a ritual of mine that showed up musically. It was for the last 7+ maybe longer. I start my that's the first thing I say in the day. Where you gonna go? You know. And it doesn't mean like I'm trying to go to Florida or Africa. Where am I trying to go today to be the best self? Where am I trying to go spiritually? Where am I trying to go mentally? What kind of father am I trying to be today? What kind of husband? Where do I need to be so I can hear what my wife says? Where can I be so I can serve my kids? Where can I be so I can find the art that's meant for me today? And it has helped me tremendously. That question. So then musically, it's crazy. I got a voice note I was just traveling one day and then I heard, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Matter of fact, I think I was holding one of the kids because you can hear them in the voice note. So I was like, okay, let me sit down and, you know, and I just stumbled across that voice note while making this record one day and it was like, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's bring it. And I think there's a line in it that says you don't owe anything to who you were yesterday, but you owe everything to who you are today. And that's literally it. That's it. That's it. We live our whole lives trying to honor something we promised ourselves 25 years ago. But it's like, no, what do you promise? What now? Now, like this is now, like where you are now. What are you promising yourself so that you can really understand happiness, so that you really can receive satisfaction.
Brother, you're a philosopher now.
No,
Do you
man,
know this?
no. I'm a person in the practice. I'm trying to find the practice, right?
You are
know
a
what I mean?
person in the arts practice that is also a philosopher.
Oh, man.
Because you're breaking it down for me.
Man.
I'm with it.
But that's what. So the song, if you listen to the song, there's no answers. It's only questions,
Yeah.
really, in the song, in hopes that someone will listen to it and say, well, where am I trying to go? You know what I mean? And then I was talking with BJ. I had met him through touring a couple of times.
BJ Chicago Kid.
BJ
shout him
Chicago
out.
Kid. First of all, I love you, brother, man. And I will tell you, the best thing about this song is I gained a new brother. Like
He
the
sings his
conversations
tail off
that
too. Yeah.
man sings his face off, right? And we were talking about fatherhood and stuff like that. And I remember I sent him the song, and that was really it, man. So it was and just through now shooting a video and performing it and stuff of that nature, it's been really good.
But you did a performance. You did a national TV show.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson, that was really cool, man.
Oh yeah, man.
That was really that was really nice, man. I mean, you know, everything is all coming together, and it's crazy because once again, you don't know. When I first did the song, there's no way I would have thought that like this record would do what it was going to do on Sirius XM or really have. I just was doing something to just kind of let me just try to amplify one of the things that I practice on a normal basis. You know,
maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way that if you try to plan too far ahead, you possibly could be limiting what you are doing if you try to plan too far ahead. Maybe you just focus right there, like, what is my purpose to make a really amazing record that tells the truth? And then you take the next step after that.
Well, I mean, Lesson says God has a funny way of showing you lessons, because as soon as you plan it, every time I plan too far ahead, he be like, yo, what you doing?
Right.
I realize now, let go of the steering wheel, man. Let go of the steering wheel and just take in where we going, you know what I mean? And but I try to control so much and so many things. And what's crazy, we're in the attention business, and I'll say this was so interesting. We're in the attention business, and I would have a business plan and a marketing plan and a whatever, and I would do something, and all the attention would come, and I'd be like, this is my plan. When the attention comes, that's what we working for. This is when you should shift to the attention. But because I had my plan, you know, no, let's stick to the plan. And then 6 months later, like now, now it's cricket. Right. You're like, I should have listened.
Oh, I've been there 1,000 times.
Yeah, you know. So I'm just trying to listen more, and be honest, be transparent, and be available to the left and right turns I need to make, based on the nudges that I receive on a daily basis.
And have fun.
Jeez, yes, and have fun. How about that?
My man.
It's important, man.
When that thing is known as time can no longer be defined, my heart will still belong to you. When the sun runs out of gas and everything has passed, I'll still be loving you. I'll still be loving you. Still be loving you and all them freaky things you do. When dust becomes our home and aliens find our bones, mine will be wrapped around yours, babe. After cars learn to fly with spaceships passing by, still be loving you. I'll still be loving you. Still be loving you and all them freaky things you do to me. What I'm trying to say is my love will never go away as long as you keep
So Eric, listen, we just talked about BJ Chicago Kid,
That's
who you've just recently collaborated with, and you did the Kelly Clarkson show. Shout out, more power to the indies out here doing national TV.
Come
Here
on.
we go. If you've had a lot of great collaborations, Layla, Fonte, you know, we can run the list. Who would you love to collaborate with right now, here or gone? If you had your chance.
I'm gonna use my camera right here.
Yeah, hit it.
Erykah Badu is on the top of my list. Erykah Badu, if you're listening, you can keep the publishing. You can keep the you can keep whatever. I'm waiting. I gotta call my wife about it too, but I'm waiting though, in a musical kind of way. Huh?
Okay, John, it's just music.
Just music, babe. But Erykah Badu,
I love it.
She's one of my favorite artists. I mean, my list. I mean, in a dream world, I would love to work with Bill Withers. Of course, he's not here anymore. But I've been fortunate, really, to work with my friends. You know what I mean? And I look forward to working with them some more. And of course, I'm always open. Even if I say Erykah Badu, I would really, it'd be great to sing a song with her. I would love to just watch her create a song. As a student, I would love to just see how did you come up with that? What were your choices, your creative decision to go that way and make this choice? I've always admired her choices.
And she's so free. She's so free.
Yeah.
I can be free. I've been able to work with being free on stage. I have not been able to master free in the lab.
I don't think I have either.
It's a rough one.
It's rough, but she's free. She's mastered it.
Yeah.
She's mastered. Well, what it's going to be is what it's going to be.
You know what? One thing I cannot let go is that I also remember one collaboration that you had with Lenny Kravitz.
Yes, all that.
Now that's a big deal. I remember when that happened.
The Absolute Vodka. We did they picked 10 producers across the world, and I was fortunate to be the American producer. There was a production group in Puerto Rico as well, to remix one of his songs and do a collaboration with him. And I will tell you, so vocally, I'm a lot healthier. My vocal shift in becoming healthier came that night when I met Lenny. And so we ended up doing this performance, and I opened the show, and right after I got off stage, my stage, the wall would drop behind me, and then he would have this huge stage. So as soon as I finished performing, I jumped off the stage and ran, so I was front row. And then I watched him do an hour of technically screaming, and I remember getting backstage if you could tell me anything about vocal health. And I remember Lenny Kravitz, the rock star, was standing there. And when I asked the question, he just went like this, and he really sold into me, man. He was like, all right, first of all, take the wet clothes off as soon as you finish performing. You gotta make sure you vocally cool down after you vocally warm up. You gotta vocally cool. He really really
keep
broke
going.
it down.
What's the
that was the main thing. He said, he said vocally cool down. He said, make sure every exercise that you do to start up, you gotta make sure you do it to end, so that you can become human again when you walk away from the microphone, when you walk away from all the amplification.
Yeah.
He's also take all the anything that's wet. If you got a t-shirt that's wet, you got anything, take it off, remove it. Were the two main things that made me go, okay, this is possible. This is possible to become healthy. He seems vocally healthy. I need to get there. And I remember that was the start of getting to that place.
All right, so Eric, you are not just a prolific songwriter. You have ventured into literature. So you got like Jeffrey Holden. How many books you have? What's happening? What's going on?
What's amazing is that I wrote a book with the album Lessons, and I have a book called Beautifully All Over the Place that I am working with this album. It'll come out later this year. So my editor is doing right now. Shout out to Reagan, who's kicking my butt in it. But yeah, it is beautifully all over the place. I think it's an extension of the album. The album is in the book. A lot of those thoughts and ideas are there. So I look forward to it. I love to write. I love to read and write. So this is one of my other passions.
So let me ask you about the writing. As far as writing the book, is there something that you get from writing a book that's different than writing a song? And if so, what is it?
It's a different rule. Different rules in general. With songwriting, you have to be obedient to the melody, to the rhythm structure. I think with book writing, I'm trying to be obedient to the overall like journey this person is going with that page, right? You know, I'm not writing a fiction story. My lessons book is the same way, where you could read the whole book in one day, or you can just take one page and live for that day with that page. I'm really trying to challenge you based off that. And the art, sometimes I might challenge you with 3 words. I might challenge you with a 2-page essay, whatever it is. But the goal is, I really want to write a book for the non-reading readers, or the reading non-readers, whatever it is. I want to just, the person who reads every single day, which I feel like I am. I love books. But also I don't want to discourage that person who's like, I don't have enough time, but just open it to wherever you are and just take that page and just try to use that page. And, Lessons was that way. And I think Beautifully All Over the Place is going to be that way too. I
love it. Challenging yourself in your arts practice, expanding.
Yeah.
What's next?
I don't know, man. I think just more, I think trying to leave room for what is next. You know?
Guess a better way, because we did just talk about this, is that you can't plan too far. You just got to be open. Is there something that you haven't done that you're interested in trying creatively?
Well, you know, it's funny. I think just more expanding. So what I'll say that is, like, you know, we make up a song at every show. We do this improv. And I think next year, or even later this year, we're going to book a couple of shows where we're just going to get on stage with nothing and just make the night out of it. Like really, really be an example of showing that, hey, we're going to find this whole night, you know? And funny thing, we make a song up every show, right? I did a show last week, and there was this guy, his name was Mike. He was sitting at a table. Place was sold out, first of all, but there's this empty table right here. And there's just one guy sitting there, 7 seats around him, empty. And I just happened to go, hey man, why you sitting by yourself? Like, you waiting for a date? You waiting for why are you by this table? He's like, I came by myself, but I don't know. So I was like, you looking for love? And he's like, absolutely. I was like,
oh, shucks.
So then as I'm talking to him, you all the way on the other side of the room, somebody go, how old is Mike? I go, so right there on the spot, we knew immediately, like, what's your name? She was like, my name's Sandra. Start the music. And we made like a literally a love connection type music song right there, just off of, it was just there for it.
I love it.
So to me, I think one of the things I would be excited about is, and grab like, Russell, come on stage with me. Let's just try this and know how crazy it sounds. Like, we don't have no songs, but no, we don't need anything prepared. Let's just feed off of what's in the room.
I love it.
Let's feed off of what's in the room.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you know, and through the freestyles, I mean, we've had times where a woman might get up and she said, I just finished chemotherapy. Okay, guess what? This ain't a laughy one. All right, let's boom. You know, so whatever it is, whatever's there, collaborate the room. I think that's probably the thing I'm a little excited about right now. Right now we're going through, hey, we got this album on tour with that, but I'm excited about that. Like, just kind of be an example of going, hey man, just find it. It's there.
We got to find out what happened to Mike.
Yo, they left together. They came. No, first of all, I was backstage, and then somebody came back with a camera. Now, first of all, not to get, just in case, I don't want to get them in trouble. But they came back with a camera, and they showed that they met after the show. They came back, took pictures. And then sure enough, they left together that night, man. So I don't know. Listen, I don't.
We are not responsible. Right. We are not responsible for anything.
Right. But wherever y'all are, let me know if it worked or
Please.
Whatever. But they did exchange information, and you know, hopefully God bless them, and hopefully, you know, something pop off from it.
That's the beautiful thing.
Ain't no accidents, man. You know, well, they are accidents, but the accidents are purposeful as well too.
There we go.
I wanna tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through. Missing you, till you come back to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. No. Long so far away. I fell in love with you, yes I did. Before the second show, and your guitar, and you sound so sweet and clear, but you're not really near, no, no, no. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again, babe. Baby, 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 oh, baby, I love you. I really do. But you're on the road. Don't you remember me anymore? Loneliness is such a sad affair. Sad, sad affair. I can't hardly wait, no, for you to come again. And what to say to make you come again. Oh, honey, won't you come on home to me again? I wanna be right where you are. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again, babe. Baby, 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 ooh, ooh, oh, baby, yeah, I love you, I really do. Play it easy, keep it right there, keep it right there, there. When are you gonna say it's alright, it's alright? Ooh, baby, it's alright, it's alright, alright now. Won't you sing it for me, baby? It's alright, alright. Oh, baby, it's alright, it's alright, alright now. Though it was long ago.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Eric, okay. This is Soulversations on Silk, which means we're in the slow jams and, you know, the R&B slow music, Quiet Storm. Shout out Quiet Storm at WHUR, even though we are Sirius XM. We got to talk about your top 3 favorite, and I know it's hard to choose, musician. We'll say your top 3 favorite today. So you just committing for today. What are your top 3 favorite slow jams in the R&B soul genre?
Adore
by Prince.
To me is the ultimate slow song of all times. It has every aspect that I would ever want in a song. It has sensuality, sexuality, amazing lyrics, beautiful melody, has humor. It has Superman qualities. He's hitting notes. It's a song that can make me forget where I'm at.
Maybe not the ride, but when you say humor, that's right. Yeah,
maybe not the ride, but I mean it's everything you might want in a song. He covered all bases.
That's beautiful. Okay.
Ballads, sexual healing, Marvin Gaye. If that qualifies as a ballad,
it does.
Because it got a little hump to it.
Right. It does.
But sexual healings is just, oh man, it's just beautiful. Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy? If I'm just right now, if you ask me an hour from now, Roberta Flack's, the first time,
oh my God,
ever I saw your face, her pace, she is. You talk about somebody free. Everything is in its right place, and she is so comfortable with what she's doing and what she's not doing. Like, I don't know another song where someone knows where they are and what they're doing more than that song.
I got a story for you about that song right there. Just my little quick share. That first time I ever saw your face was the very first song that I have a memory of as a person. My mother used to play that song to me when I was in the bassinet, and when I remember music, that my first memory of music was that song.
How powerful is that?
And of my mother singing it to me with the record. And that feeling.
That's giving me goosebumps. I'm just hearing that. It's crazy. That's amazing. Your mom singing it to you.
My mom singing it. And my mom could sing too.
Yeah.
So it was like, that was the beginning. That was the bite, the beginning of like, wow. I want this. I want to feel this. I want to make other people feel this. I want this. That was the very first start, the Genesis. Wow.
There you go.
Records. Those are good records. Good records.
Yeah.
Eric, I could be sitting here talking with you forever.
We don't need the cameras to keep talking.
We love to talk. We love to talk. And you are an amazing artist, an awesome person.
Likewise.
I appreciate that, brother. Yeah. And plus, we got to have some stuff to talk about when you come back. All right?
I love it.
My question to you right now, as we wrap this all through, is that if there was one thing that you would like these folks to know about you that they don't already know, because you are a transparent and vulnerable person when you play, what is one thing that people may not know about you?
What people may not know.
Could be about your process, could be about before you go on stage, it could be anything. No hardball.
That everything we said today, I have not perfected, but I'm trying. Everything. I have not. I'm a nail biter, right? I've been biting my nails for 50 years of my life, right? And at the last 4 months, I haven't.
Yo,
now look at this.
Great.
So listen, the way to do it is I have to go get my nails done every week. I've never got my nails done in my entire life. Never could or had to, but I had to add a level of quality to my hands or to appreciate, to stop me from going to that moment, right? So that, but even in the same point, I started eating red meat after 25 years. I just started eating steak literally about 4 months ago after 25 years of not eating red meat and pork, right? Not saying red meat and pork is the most healthiest thing, but one day I said, I want a steak. At 23 years old or whatever I was, I decided to stop eating red meat and pork. That was a decision I made in my 20s. At 52, I was like, I want a steak. And I wouldn't have one. And I probably have one like every month, probably, or every other week now. My wife probably, don't judge me, babe. But you know, but I say that to say, like, what's today? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I I'm not sitting here saying I'm gonna start robbing banks now. Cause I feel like, but I do think you got to ask yourself, like when I say my daily ritual is like, where are you gonna go, or how can I invest in the betterment of those around me and myself? I'm a person that's trying to improve. Now, the next time you see me, I might be biting my nails again, but today I'm winning that. I might not be eating steak next time you see me, but today that's what I needed. That's what I wanted, right? And I think that's where we have to be, as just the best we possibly can. I can't speak for who I was 10, 20, 30 years ago and all the ratchetness I did at Freaknik. That's another story, right? But who I am today and what I'm trying to be, that's what I would love for people to see. That's what I'm investing in.
You're not perfecting it. You're still trying.
I'm just trying.
It's the way to be, bro.
Yeah. You're seeing someone trying.
I'm Russell Taylor. This is my brother, Eric Roberson. Thank you for coming to hang out with us on Soulversations on Silk or Sirius XM. It has been an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to have you back. These performances, y'all are in for a treat. Let's go.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons. For years I would stare up in the sky with so many questions. Like, will I find someone for me? Or even if I'm standing in a place I need to be, I can't say that every love affair I had was perfect, but every painful day and late night was worth it. Now I realize everyone that laid me down led me to you. Oh baby, all the sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you. 'Cause if I never went through it, I'd have never found a love like you. It's not about the past, it's all about the present. I thought love wasn't meant to be until the day I felt it from you. You gave so much to me, can't help but give it back to you. Right now I just wanna breathe and see it live it. Oh, come on, babe. Now realize everyone that let me down led me to you. Oh baby, all the sleepless nights, all the heartbreak I had led me to you. 'Cause if I never went through it, I'd have never found a love like you. The sky was always blue, but blue, and now it's you. The sun seems to shine right now. I needed ups and downs to realize it's now. And now I truly found love. I can help but thank God for you, baby, yeah. Now I see, now I realize everyone that let me down led
into Soulversations with
my guy, Russell Taylor. This is grown music. It's real conversations, and it's always from the soul, baby.